Welcome to the Coaching Connection podcast, brought to you by the Gateway Training Center, the home for all of your life coach training needs. I am Katie Rushton, educator and your trusted friend in the coaching world. I am here to share with you best practices, coaching examples, and tools to help you on your professional coaching journey. Hello, everyone. For the Gateway Training Center, helping people gain new skills and knowledge is a commitment and passion. Each of us has a gift, and right now it is needed more than ever. If you have felt the call to work with and serve others through coaching, then it is time to act. As we continue to embrace and adapt to today's world, there comes a need to evaluate how we meet the need for mental and emotional wellness. People are reverting to old habits as a coping mechanism, feeling stuck inside automatic negative beliefs, and experiencing wavering hope. Someone needs what you have to offer as a coach, so you can remind them, I see something in you. On the other side of this, many are deciding now is the time to reevaluate values and priorities. People want to find meaning in their lives more so than ever. I hear daily that people are starting new ventures and want to work on their mindset, relationships, and career aspirations. Are you ready to rise to the call? If you answered yes, then allow me to introduce to you the Coaching Fundamentals course that I teach through the Gateway. This program is designed to teach you foundational skills and coaching concepts in the following areas: screening and orientation, fundamental coaching skills, assessments in coaching, coaching approaches for individuals, coaching approaches for business and organizations, and ethical and professional practice. The course is accredited with the Center for Credentialing and Education, and you can apply to take the Board Certified Coach exam to become certified after you have completed the course and met all of the BCC training hours and requirements. The program is a 14-week, 120-hour course that includes instruction via weekly online meetings where you will learn tools and techniques to help you become a successful coach in your own life and in the lives of those you work with. You can look forward to a combination of readings, assignments, demonstrations, teaching moments, and coaching practice. Each student is required to gain 10 hours of coaching experience to develop skills and maximize feedback opportunities during our time together. The program's design is similar to a university course. Life coaching is a broad term that I often refer to as an umbrella term because it really is where you begin. Learning to be a life coach is learning a whole new skill set that allows you to communicate in a helping relationship in a different way to everyday conversations. And it is anything but advice giving. That is something that I will teach and repeat all the way through the course. We also have a level 2 training course, Family Life Coaching. Family Life Coaching is a new and thriving profession within the coaching industry. Our program aims to create a community of life coaches with training built upon coaching psychology, family science, research, and ethical standards. This program is currently a 3-day intensive course taught periodically throughout the year, and each day has a different focus. Day 1 is the dynamics of working with multiple people, because typically in your life coaching course, you are learning how to work with individuals. Family life coaching is where you branch out to working with the family as a whole, the relationships within the family, and then marriage. Day 2, we focus on parent coaching. And day 3, we focus on relationship and marriage coaching. According to the Family Life Coaching Association, family life coaching is a process where a client and a trained coach work together to achieve client-identified family goals. The process is collaborative and client-directed, working from a strengths-based perspective. Family life coaches utilize research-based coaching strategies and techniques to encourage and support the competence and achievement of client-identified goals. Coaches build respectful, trusting relationships with parents and children and/or families to facilitate positive growth in family life, enabling families to maximize their strengths and potential. To enroll in this course, all students must have taken a foundational coach training program first. That can either be through the Gateway or a university or another training program, because we do not focus on teaching you those foundational coaching skills. We want you to enter this program already knowing how to coach and then learning how to apply it to the family. In terms of who can enroll in the Level 1 course, the Coaching Fundamentals, that is open to all adults who have a desire to train to become a life coach and who have a heart to serve. Part of my philosophy is the belief that it's the training that helps create an effective and efficient coach. There are multiple different methods to use, concepts to learn, and it's one thing reading them in a book and learning them and striving to apply them. And it's a whole new level of experience when you get to do that in a group and you get feedback and support to help you create best practices to help you help others. People who are coaches that do not have a formal background in terms of training to be a coach will promote themselves with the message that they can help you get to your next level. My question is, well, who helped you? And perhaps they've had a coach for themselves, and so they are mirroring what it is that they've learned from the person they've worked with, which I 100% support. And then I invite people to recognize that coaching truly is a skill set. It's a different type of communication that is different from everyday conversations, which I think sometimes people take for granted. And there's this misconception that coaching is about telling people what to do. It's about advice giving and saying, well, I see your problem and I know the solution, and this is what you need to do. For some, a very small percent, that might work. One thing that I have learned is that if you take that approach, once you start working with them, it's very likely the client will fall back into old patterns because they do not have the tools and strategies that they have developed to be able to maintain and sustain change. I do recognize that there are people who are an exception to the rule and do not have formal training, yet find it natural to be empathic, to ask open, intentional questions, and to apply concepts that they've learned throughout life and throughout their own personal study, working with other people. And on the flip side, there are people who do train to become a life coach and still find it difficult to apply what it is that they've learned. From my experience, there's a number of reasons that lead into that. Both scenarios are the exception. And what I want to do is advocate for training. I want to advocate for creating a community of coaches that work together, that want to support each other, that choose community over competition, that hold space for people that coach with a different methodology, that have different backgrounds and experiences that we can share together to enhance this industry. The question you might have now is, well, I know how to get trained and I have a resource of where I can go. What is life coaching and what exactly would I be doing and how does it differ from other helping professionals such as counseling? When people hear the term coach, many start to think a life coach is similar to a sports coach or mentor, yet there are significant differences within each respective field. I'm going to go through a number of them to help you see what those differences are. Let's start with a sports coach, often experienced or even a professional athlete within a particular sport who volunteers or is hired by a school or club. The coach is the leader, sets training standards and practices, and encourages each individual to reach the next level. Mentor. A mentor will also show others what to do and create an environment where a person can observe and learn how to achieve similar results. Although there may be an element of the coach approach, the objective of mentorship is different. A mentor is seen as the expert. Life coach. Coaching provides the opportunity for a unique and rewarding relationship that creates the synergetic effect. When two or more people come together to achieve an outcome above the imagination of either one. Simply put, a life coach helps others experience deep and lasting change. Dr. Kim Allen shared, the core focus of coaching is to partner with clients who are working toward goals and aspirations they choose for themselves. Differences between coaching and therapy. Coaching and therapy share fundamental helping skills such as fostering a warm, empathic relationship, active listening, and reflection. The significant differences include methodology, educational requirements for the provider, and the needs of the client. It is important to note that therapy is built upon the medical model and generally adopts a doctor-patient relationship, meaning the therapist has the answers, offers a diagnosis as needed, and provides the path to healing. Dr. Patrick Williams describes the differences this way. Therapy is about uncovering and recovering, while coaching is about discovering. According to the International Coach Federation, known as the ICF, coaching is defined as partnering with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. Coaching helps people tap into their potential, unlocking sources of creativity and productivity. Individuals who partner with coaches have reported several benefits, including improved self-confidence, relationships, communication skills, and work performance. As coaches, we don't have all the answers. The client does. Our role is to help facilitate activating the roadmap to get there. Coaching in its purest form is a partnership. People are as individual as their fingerprints. We share qualities that are similar and that are different, values and perspectives, and each person's reality is experienced through their lens. Therefore, each individual is the expert in their own life. Coaches honor this and recognize that each person is naturally creative and whole. The role of a life coach is to facilitate the process that harnesses growth. Ultimately, a coach helps others tap into their potential, explore hopes and dreams, strengthen life passions, and find purpose and meaning. And this is a quote that I created. You could say, life coaches are change agents and coachees are change makers. As a coach, we help create and provide a safe environment to optimize energy, emotional wellness, and accelerated change. Transformative change starts within and includes working through values, core beliefs, and helping the person you are working with answer the question, who am I? As coaches, we help others see their life through different lenses. We invite them to consider alternative outcomes and to engage their heart along the way. When coaching effectively, the coach honors the client's autonomy, works at the pace that they are ready to work at, and ultimately helps shine a light on what is within the client's soul. The client is the expert on them, and as coaches, we are trained to be an expert in our field and specialty. Who is coaching for? Everyone. I firmly believe that everyone can benefit from working with a life coach. Thousands of people search for life coaches daily because they want to change and improve their lives. If you are seeking to improve in any way, a coach can help. Coaching is proactive by nature, meaning no matter what stage of life you are in, partnering with a professional will bring benefits beyond imagination for those ready for more. With that as an introduction to what life coaching is and somewhat isn't in comparison to other helping relationship professionals, I want to bridge now into how there are many different niches or specialties under the life coach umbrella. For centuries, scientists have taught that there are 8 interdependent dimensions of well-being: physical, intellectual, emotional, social, spiritual, vocational, financial, and environmental. For optimal living, it is essential to give adequate attention to each area and strive to live a fulfilled life. With this holistic approach to growth, there is a consistent pattern that shows when a person works in one area, there is a positive impact in others. People train to learn the fundamentals of coaching and often specialize in what is known as a niche or niche. This coaching aspect comes from a person's experiences, past or current credentials, and some take further specialized courses. To give you an idea of different niches, I'd like to separate some examples under family life coaching and then popular life coaching. Under family life coaching, family wellness, relationship and marriage, premarital dating, even divorce, parenting, co-parenting, emotion coaching, special needs, maternity, post-addiction recovery, and grief. Some popular life coaching niches include women empowerment, which is actually the number 1 type of life coach right now, health and wellness, which includes nutrition and diet, weight loss, and then mindset, emotion coaching for individuals, spiritual, financial, business, career, leadership, and marketing. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are specialties that come under each one of these headings as well, depending on what somebody is driven by. Another concept that makes coaching different to therapy, for example, is that coaching is present and future-based. One of the most significant coaching components is helping people achieve short-term and long-term goals, which leads to personal growth and becoming. Therefore, a coach focuses on present needs and then helps create a roadmap toward achieving the desired growth. Insight combined with action are the 2 key ingredients to help create progress. When a person has insight into a particular situation, belief, or behavior, the connection is helpful only if it leads to action. Imagine a person continually makes changes, hoping to experience a different outcome without any insight. In that case, those actions will likely turn into a repetitive loop, and they will feel like they are on a hamster wheel. Many life coaches and coaching models favor a results-focused approach. This is starting with the end in mind and laying the foundation of action steps to achieve the goal and outcome. Coaches use a concept called reflective inquiry to discuss the present and visualize the future, among other skills. For example, questions that I might ask working with clients could be: describe your ideal outcome for the coaching experience. What change do you want to make now which will have the greatest impact? What makes now the right time to focus on this goal? What resources will you need to accomplish this? In terms of your goal, what has worked for you in the past? What changed? Working under the premise that coaching is current and future-based doesn't mean we ignore the past. It means we do not dwell there, and we keep the focus and perspective of the here and now. The past holds many keys to understanding patterns, the development of beliefs and behaviors. Many answers can also be discovered by considering past experiences and successes. In conclusion, I believe that coaching has, is, and will continue to change the world. My invitation to you is to consider where you are at on your journey, whether you are just beginning and looking to become a life coach, or whether you are experienced. What do you truly need now and next to advance on your journey?